Hi guys and welcome to another video. Today we'll be making another car and let's have a look. I did have an idea what we were gonna build, but I sort of forgot. Light sport. We could try to build a light sport budget. That would be fun. So maybe we'll have a look if we have anything to build here. So let's have a look. Are there any nice spots? We could use this. It looks a lot like a porch and is a bit too big. We could also use this, but I think we don't want anything mid-engine. It would be cool, but pretty expensive, and we Fiat Multipla, we are not gonna use that, sadly. This could be interesting, but still a bit too long a wheelbase. Not something short and agile. Is there anything interesting down here? Maybe this one. I have thought about building something on this for a while, but I've never gotten around to doing it. So I think we'll do our best to do something on that, because I don't think there are anything interesting down here. No, not really. Here we got to what we built in the last cafe. That could be interesting, but that's too old. But let's use where is it? Is it up here? Yeah, this one. I think it's a Honda S2000 body, but we'll do our best to not make it not look like a Honda S2000. So we'll go for partial and aluminium panels, monocoque and steel, front longitudinal, and McPherson strut front end. We can't do McPherson strut rear, so let's do some semi-trailing arm probably. Sportness, I'll do a semi-trailing arm. And we'll use an existing engine. Does this one fit? I hope it does, but we should probably make something that sort of size of our own. But I think we should build a new engine as well. So let's not use this one and create our own. I'll name it later. So let's do an inline, or do we could try a Boxster engine. Could be fun. Maybe we'll do aluminium. I might change that later. Nothing special there. Injection, multi-point, cast low. Let's do single exhaust on this one. Baffled. How big is it? A bit too big for what at least I want. Let's do a 1.6 liter, 1.5 maybe, but we can have this pretty big since it's a Boxster engine, and the crank doesn't. I think the crank doesn't really care since it's so well balanced. How much does it think it will cost? That's pretty good actually, so I think we'll use that. How does it look? Yeah, it's pretty small. So that's great for us actually. Could use this in a lot of cars. But let's have a look at how we can morph the body. Can morph it quite a bit. You usually don't have this much leverage. Can make the front a bit shorter. I think I want it, because it's quite a long front right now, so I don't really know how I will do with that. Let's maybe do a bit of this, a bit of not that much, a bit of maybe that, a bit more of that, a bit more that, probably a bit, probably pretty long rear end. Look, front bumper. Could we do No, because we can't do that little edge. That's too bad. No, we can't do the front, make the front shorter. But this will work. No, it looks just horrible. So that's probably good. And let's put this one, make this one a bit lower. Because we really don't need a long hood or bonnet for this engine. Let's do brakes, let's do solid, in front ramps in the rear. Maybe we'll change that later. Semi-clad under tray. Non-standard and basic CD. Or maybe sport will maybe change that. ABS probably. Yeah, I think we'll do ABS. But we have more. We have used ABS on more cars than we have not used ABS. Standard 90s. I don't want to do advanced thousands. Standard twin tube passive. And we'll change that later. Another variants. But I'll get into designing this and tuning the engine. And I will be back with you guys shortly. Or if you just wanna skip ahead, you can look at the time on screen and just skip until the part you wanna watch. So that was designing the Acute, or however you say that. And this is their premium version with the standard turbo engine. It has 119 horsepower, a red line at 5,800, no, yes, 5,800 RPM, and weighs about 1,300 kilos. It has vented disc front, solid disc rears and stuff, bit wider wheels I think, and manual 5-speed, going to open differential. Actually, since this is the premium, no, I will not do that. Yes, this is the premium, I will do that. But I'm quite happy with this. I will turn down the spacing a bit so I can that. Yeah, so this has a bit nicer interior. I think it has a little softer suspension and a couple more horsepower than the one you saw in the time lapse. Also, it's a soft top instead of a steel roof thing. But I'm pretty happy with this car. But let's have a look. Go ahead and have a look at the sport version. So here we have the Acute Sport. I'm quite happy with this. I think the mic might be peaking a bit much, so I'll move it a bit further away. I hope that's good. Or maybe it's extremely low now, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. We added these small side vents. I thought it looked a lot like Miata from the same time period. I mean, not the sport version, but the ones before. But it doesn't really. It of course bears some similarities if you look it from just the front, but otherwise no, it doesn't. I think the rear turned out quite well. It's not really any different from the one we just looked at, the design, but I will make a little different, like that maybe. And it looks, I think it looks pretty good. I really like this steel roof, but yeah, this one has, I think it has the same engine, however it weighs a bit less, and has a bit stiffer suspension, and a bit, because I saw that they liked having a bit higher spacing, so we let them have that. It has the same brakes, I think, but let's have a look at the Sport X version. So here we have the Sport X variant. It has a couple more horsepower. It weighs a lot less, and it has bigger spoilers. It also has bigger wheels and wider tires, is slower to the ground, and has better brakes. I realized now that I did not change the wheels from the previous model, which I should have done. So we will do that right now. And I think this looks pretty good. Don't know if they are too modern, but I think we'll use those. And I of course added a spoiler in the back, and I will just fix this one as well, like that. But of course this one goes a bit faster, I think. I should probably up the spacing a bit. Or did they like that? Yes, they like that. But let's go ahead and put this thing into production. So I think we'll go a bit more automated on the tooling. Probably F60. Optimize the process a bit, but I realized it has pretty long, 43 months. So that's pretty long, but I think that's still good. Let's see, That's around 3.5 years, so no, that's not too bad. We can do that. Keep it a bit pretty reliable. And we wanna learn, I think. Let's keep it at 48 months, I think, maybe. If we can. Yeah, because then we get perfect 4 years. But let's also go ahead and sign off this engine. And get pretty automated. Optimize the process a bit. Of course we wanna keep this to about 48 months as well. And wanna learn a bit on this engine. But let's keep that 48 months. So they release at the same time. And I think we're gonna... Do we build another engine factory? I'm not sure, but I think... Yeah, we do. We have gained a lot of money, or we're making a lot of revenue, so I think it should be good. Maybe even do a huge factory. And we'll do a huge plot but large factory, I think. A large 2 iron foundry. QA testing, maintenance. Up that a bit so we get months until first shift. One shift months until let's up that to just 110, I think. Yeah, and let's up worker quality a bit. We wanna keep it pretty automated, so we don't have to buy as many wages. Or buy, I mean, damn, I'm pretty tired. But so we'll see if I can actually make it through the video. But let's keep tooling quality a bit up. QA threshold is probably good. Assign car engine factories to production rates. So I think that is good. But how long? Maybe we can see it here. How many shoes? Break even point. What is that? I have no idea. Break even point. I'll have to look that up. But I hope this is good. So let's factory management. We don't have a factory to build it in. So I think let's build another small factory. Or medium. Because this car won't sell a lot of... or won't sell a lot. Let's build maybe a medium 3. Steel presses, wanna get aluminum presses from the... or for the future. QA threshold and maintenance. Target shift worker wages. But so the people really like this car, so maybe we actually do a large factory. But we don't want to do a huge one. Minimum shift, target shifts. Let's put that up to 2.2. That doesn't actually change anything here. Worker quality, let's up that a bit. And worker wages, let's up that a bit. Wanna be a bit nicer. That should probably be good. Average quality 102, that's better than just 100. Spread, probably good. They don't like the third year, that's weird. So let's up automation a bit, tooling quality a bit, and the QA threshold is probably good. 2,000 possible profits. That's pretty good actually. Forecasting tool. That's fine, I guess, but we'll have a look on how much they want us to make the person. if we make 20% on about all of them? Okay, so that's one definitely expensive. People will not pay that. So let's put this one at 8.2 thousand. Let's put that one at 9,000. Probably. Let's put this one at 12,000. 10,000. Let's put this one at 11,000. And this one at 12,000. So I think that is probably good. But let's have a look at the forecast. That's a lot worse. Okay, let's put this one at 13,000 because they wanted that, I guess. Let's put this one at 10.5 thousand. That one at 12. Oops. Thousand, and let's put this one at 9.5 thousand. That's better at least, but let's put this one at least 8.7 thousand. And I think we'll be good after that. That's at least a little better, and I think the other cars we have will keep us afloat. So let's complete this design. Because I also think there isn't a lot more for us to do on that. So we can't really change anything or make people want it more. But look at that really long engineering time. But also look at this very short engineering time for the dock. Although we didn't really make anything super special. But also, look how horrendous this car looks. Absolutely awful. I have no idea what I thought of. I might... what was I thinking? This one looks fine, I guess. But especially this one. These ones look really bad, but that is fine. I put no effort into that, it looks like. Although I did spend some time on it. And just... what on earth was I thinking? It's so ugly. But sadly guys, I think that's where we are going to have to end the video. It's still the beginning of 1999. We are still making around 200 or 300 million a year. Then things are going pretty good. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I certainly did recording it, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!